So hello there, this is Roshan and welcome back to my channel. So in this session we'll talk more about what is meant by IAM users and what does policies means and what exactly the groups in the IAM, and also we'll have a hands-on experience in this one. So also we will have a hands-on uh, on the IAM users. So let's get started. So let's start with IAM overview. So what does IAM is? IAM is nothing but identity and access management. So once we are having the AWS console, so we need for our organization there might be different departments and different user types are there. So those users we can create, and in that way we can manage the access to our AWS resources. So there is one thing to keep in mind, like when we create the account on the AWS console, it will create the root account for us, and we should not share this root account with our colleagues and with our employees. So what we can do is we can create the users which maybe belongs to the group or which may not be belongs to the group, and in that way we can give different permissions to the users. So guys, take it in a simple way. For example, I am having a application where I am having some DevOps guy and I am having some monitoring related team. So what I can do is for the log related things and the CloudWatch and all these things, I can give the access of these resources to the monitoring team. And for the DevOps, suppose what they required is for the deployment they may need EC2s and S3 and all these things, so I can give the access of those resources to the DevOps team. So something like that the IAM is all about. Okay, so the one thing is AWS account root user is for unrestricted access to the AWS cloud. Like with the root user you can access each and everything, and the IAM user which is providing the least privilege principle, so restricted access to the AWS cloud. Okay, so let's move to the IAM users and groups. So as I said, like there is one group called DevOps and we are having the monitoring group, and there might be the users which belongs to the different groups. So here we can say Jack and Kim, which belongs to the like account group, but also Kim is a part of monitoring team, and Jack is also part of the DevOps team. So that is the thing about the groups and the users. Let's move to the another section where we are having the IAM policies. So what does these policies are? This is nothing but the JSON document, as you can see here, which consists of a set of statement as given here, and policy document actually defines the set of permissions for our users. So for example, here we can give the number of statements here, like different statement. One is to, what I want to do is I want to allow the action, like I want to allow the action on the like get object action. I have to allow on this resource. So this is what the statements are. So there are different elements here. We have the SID as well, which is not given here, which is nothing but the statement ID, and it is optional. So in the statement we are not given here. And the effect, as we seen, like allow and deny, so that is by default this is the deny, but action can be allowed or denied for the specified resources. And what does action means here is are the APIs, we can say. For the S3 there are APIs like get object, put object, etc. And yeah, resources are the actual list of resources on which we have to perform the action. So this is about the policy document, guys. So let's move to the new section where we are having the IAM rules. And what is the use of rules are? It is actually for the services. So suppose what I wanted to do is from my EC2 instance, let's say I want to access these three buckets and all. So what we can do is we can create the IAM role for the EC2 instance to access these three buckets, and we can assign that role to the EC2 instance, and then yeah, through that way we can easily access these three buckets and all. This is the best example of least privilege principle, because even though we have given the IAM role, but it is specific to the S3 operations, and our EC2 instance, even if it got uh, compromised with our security, so it won't be able to do the other things. So that is the good example of the IAM role here. So let's have a hands-on IAM users here. So what we have to go do is, in the AWS console we have to go to the IAM section, and here is the IAM section. Once you will click here, you will redirect to, so let's click here on the IAM. So there is one user group already created here, that is fine. Let's go to the users section and we'll add the users. So what I wanted to do is, I want to simply read all the IAM related data, so which are the users and groups and all things are there, and I have to create one IAM user for that one. So we are on the add user screen, and here we are having the username. So I'll give the name as Jack for example, and what I wanted to do is AWS management console access. We can give AWS access access key is for the APIs and the SDK. We need the access key, and what I want this user to be logged into the AWS console, and he can perform the actions that we wanted to. So here is the auto generated password, require password reset. So we go to the permission sections, where like we came to the policies sections, guys, and here we can attach the existing policies directly. So what I wanted to do is, I wanted to give the IAM read only access to this user. Okay, and we can go to the tags. So tags are they're everywhere in the AWS, which is for the better descriptive it is for the better description. So I'll keep it as it is, and next go to the review. So this is our user auto generated, and these are the policies, and yeah, we'll create the user. So it will take some couple of seconds, yeah, and our user is created here. We can go and copy this password. Okay, we can send the user details through this mail as well. So what we have to do is, now we have to log into this account. So what we can do is, let's close this one. So user Jack is created here. So our user is created here, and what we have to do is, we have to log into this AWS console with this IAM user. So I'll go to the incognito mode just for the demo purpose, and we have copied that link. So in case of IAM users, keep in mind we have this account ID and this IAM username. So the Jack we created and the password that we copied here, just give this password here and just sign in. So as it was the reset password was set for the first time, so I have to set this password, to copy the old password here, set the new one and the new one, and confirm password change here. So password does not conform to the account password policy, so I have to give that something strong password. Our password is changed successfully and we are able to log into our AWS console. Here, as I said, what we can do is, as we have given permission for the IAM, so we can go there and we'll see what we can do with this IAM user. So as per the permissions given, we can able to see the data here, and that is read only. Let's go to the EC2 sections and go to the instances, and we can see here you are not authorized to perform this operation. That is what the IAM user is. Okay, so with that user we can only look into the IAM section and not into the EC2 instances. So that's all about this session. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.